Okay, let's get feet at distance, toes forward, lengthen out the legs, switch on that core. Pubic bone to navel, navel to spine. Bring the shoulders back and down. Take a nice deep breath in. And as you exhale, tuck and roll that body down. When you get to the bottom, just gently sway from side to side. Slowly come back to center and uncurl. Inhale, and as you exhale, tuck and roll that body down. Again, when we get to the bottom, just gently sway from side to side. Back to center and uncurl. Lovely. Grab your ball. It doesn't matter if you don't have one, we can do it without. So, I just now fell backwards. So we're going to come into a wide squat, taking the feet as far apart as you can. Toes turning out, chest up. We're just going to sway from side to side first of all, warming up those legs, okay? So just slowly sway. The ball, just gently squeeze it. So squeeze, release, squeeze, release. It's just working the arms, working the chest. Now once we've warmed those legs up, let's go a little bit lower. So we'll reach up, then we'll come all the way down, reach up and all the way down. And then again, if that is a bit weird, just go from side to side again. And just keep squeezing and releasing that ball. Warming up the arms, warming up the legs. And it's warm, do we really need to be warmed up anymore? And then slowly come back to center. Arms out in front, bring the shoulders back and down. So it'll be quite natural when your arms out to do this. Chest up, shoulders back and down. Knees pushed towards the back of the room, stomach pulled in. Now you're just going to do little pulses up and down. And as you pulse up and down, pulse the hands as well. Pulse, pulse, pulse. That's it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Bring the arms in, turn the fingers up, elbows out. Straighten the legs. As you come into squat, squeeze the ball. Release and straighten. Bend and squeeze. Release and straighten. Bend and squeeze. Keep pushing those knees towards the back of the room. Just lowering that tailbone towards the floor. Drawing that belly button in. And breathe. Slow. That's it. We're going to stay down now. So hold, little pulses and pulse with the hand. Pulse, pulse, pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Squeeze the ball. Reach up. Lean over to the right. Back to center. Release. Straighten the legs. Into squat. Squeeze the ball. Lean over to the left. Back to center. Release. Straighten the legs. Into squat. Squeeze that bum. Squeeze that ball. Back to center. Release. Into squat. Reach and squeeze. Back to center. Release. Bring the hands down. Now we're going to come into a squat. We're going to lean forward, reach towards the floor. Lift up and straighten those legs. Into squat. Reach down. Lift up. Straighten those legs. Into squat. Reach down. Lift up. Straighten those legs. Into squat. Reach down. Up. Straighten the legs. One more. Into squat. Reach down. Up. And straighten those legs. Now we're going to feed the ball between the legs. So we'll lunge to the right, bringing the ball through. And then lunge to the left, bringing the ball through. Try and keep that chest up. So we look forward. That's it. Keeping legs, hips, nice and strong. it. One more. And then slowly come back to center, chest up, straighten the legs and bring them in. Well done. Give the legs a little shake. Now if you want, we can stand on that ball. So if you know your balance isn't great, get rid of the ball. So we've got heel on the ball, foot on the floor. Then put a little bend in that left knee. Now we're going to come into a squat. So bum goes back, bend the knee. Right leg, stay still. You will feel this up the front of the thigh, back of the leg, into the bum. Chest up, stomach pulled in. Take that left leg out, bring it in. Push down with that right heel. If you're not using the ball, you're going to lift the heel, then lower. Release. Foot goes out. Bring it in. Push down or lift. Release. Foot goes out. Bring it in. Push down. Release. Out. In. Push down. Release. Out. In. Push down. Release. We're going to stay out. Hold. Now this is where we lift and lower this heel, or we push down and release. Push down and release. Feeling that up the back of the leg, into the bum. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and in. Oh, well done. Give that leg a shake. Let's do the same on the other side. So left foot, heel on the ball if we can, toes on the floor. Put a bend in that right knee, into squat. Chest up, stomach pulled in. Tuck the tailbone, no pressure on that back. Foot goes out. Bring it in. Push down or lift and lower that heel. And out. And in. Push down. Release. Out. In. Push down. Release. Out. In. Push down. Release. Out. In. Push down. Release, out, in, push down, release, out and hold, and pulse, pulse, pulse. 3, 2, 1, and in, and stand up. Oh, well done. You can just pop that ball to the side, get our breath back, stretch out the front of the leg. So reach round, grab hold of that left foot with the left hand. Knees together, stand up nice and straight. Take the knee back, push the hip forward. Take that right hand up towards the ceiling. If you're not holding on to anything, reaching up, knee back, hip forward. Just lean a tiny little bit forward and it'll just increase that stretch up the front of the leg. And then release. Same on the other side. Reach round, grab hold, knees together, stand up nice and straight. If you notice one side is tighter than the other, then you need to hold that stretch for a little bit longer on that side, okay? Or just stretch it a bit more often. Take that left hand up towards the ceiling. Lost my balance. Knee back, hip forward, stomach pulled in, pull your bottom rib down, and then just lean forward slightly. And then slowly stand up and release. Well done. Whew, hopefully a bit warmer now. Right, we're going to roll down and stay down. So if you need to move your camera, now is the time. Right. We're going to come to the back of our mats. If you want, we can pop that ball between our thighs, okay? It will fire up the inner thighs and help with that pelvic floor. You don't have to if you haven't got one. So back of the mat, feet hip distance. Lengthen out the legs, hips forward, shoulders back and down. Take a nice deep breath in, and as you exhale, tuck the chin and roll that body down. When you get to the bottom, just hold. Take hold of opposite elbows and gently just sway from side to side. Slowly come back to center. bring the hands to the floor. Walk the hands forward into plank. Now we're going to hold our plank. So hands are going to be below the shoulders, back of the neck nice and long. Squeeze that ball, draw that belly button in, breathe. We're going to inhale, and as we exhale, we lift the bum up, we look through the legs, push the heels down. Slowly come back into plank. Now we're going to hold our plank. If you want to come down onto knees, do so. If it's too much being in full plank. We're going to hold it for 10, but we're going to squeeze and release that ball for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift up into triangle. Hold. If you slip and readjust those hands, but if we can, let's try and stay still. Lifting the bum, pushing the heels down, bringing the head and chest towards those knees. Back into plank again. Same thing, let's squeeze and release for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down onto the knees. Take the ball out. Pop it between the ankles. Again, sit back on those ankles. Walk the hands round to the left. Deep breath in and then round to the right. Back to center and uncurl. We're going to do 2 more planks. The ball's between the ankles now, so this time you squeeze the ankles. If you want to stay on the hands and knees, you can. If you want to come onto the elbows and the knees, you can. Or if you want, full plank on those elbows. Make sure your shoulders don't come over the elbows. Bum down, stomach pulled in. Squeeze and release for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down onto the knees. Sit back on those ankles. 1 more. This time, we're going to do a fast 20. So squeeze, release, squeeze, release, squeeze, release. So pulsing those ankles together, okay? Back into your plank. Whichever option's right for you. Draw the belly button in and then pulse that ball for 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax. Take the ball out. It's very hard to pulse and count. Sit back on those ankles. Rest your hands on the ball and walk the ball round to the left. Pushing that right hip out to the side. Deep breath in, and as you exhale, walk the hands round to the right, pushing that left hip out to the side. Back to center and uncurl. Now we're going to come onto our sides. We're going to pop the ball underneath those ribs, and then you're going to come down onto your elbow. And then we're going to lengthen the legs out. So the ball, we want to keep lifting the ribs up, okay? And if they come down, you will feel like you're squeezing into that ball. So hold yourself up. Take the top arm up, top arm up and over. Lift the top leg. Bring the knees in and lengthen. Bend and lengthen. Bend and lengthen. Bend and lengthen. 2 more. Bend. Lengthen. Last one. Bend. Lengthen. Hold. Take the arm and the leg up and lower. Lift and lower. Keep holding yourself up. If that ball's getting more and more squashed, we're not lifting the ribs up. Breathe. 3, 2, 1. And again, bend and lengthen for 5, 4, 3, 2, slowly come down. Up you come into a seated position. Let's have legs out in front. Now we're just going to roll the ball round and in, okay? So ball down the side. If we haven't got the ball, you'll reach up and uncurl, but lengthen out the spine. Deep breath in. As we exhale, roll that ball down. If you can't get it all the way around the feet, you can take it over the ankles and then bring it in. Same on the other side. Exhale forward. Inhale up. Exhale forward. Inhale up. Exhale forward. And inhale up. Lovely. Onto our other side. So bend the knees, pop the ball underneath those ribs, legs straight. Make sure the shoulder isn't coming over the elbow, but also make sure it's not too far away. You want to hold yourself up. Lift the top leg up, arm up and over. Bend, lengthen, bend, lengthen. Really squeeze those stomach muscles. Pull the bottom rib down, belly button in. Squeeze and lengthen. Squeeze and lengthen. 3, 2, 1. Let's lift and lower. Keep holding yourself up. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. That's it. Again, pull the bottom rib down. Squeeze those stomach muscles. 2 more. And then let's bend and lengthen. Keep lifting those ribs up. We're naturally going to start dropping. Squeeze. 2, 1. Lift and lower for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And down. Take the ball out. Pop it between the ankles, roll onto your front. So we've got hands down by the side. You're just going to let the feet open and let that ball just relax, okay? It's just there ready for the next move. Hands down by the side, palms facing up, rest the tip of the nose on the floor. Draw the belly button in, inhale, lift the head and the chest up, exhale down, inhale up, exhale down. Breathe in through the nose as you come up and out through the mouth as you come down. Last one. And now we're going to grab hold of the ball, pop it between the ankles. Then we're going to take a deep breath in, squeeze the bum, squeeze the ball, squeeze the back of the legs, draw the belly button in. Inhale up, lifting the head, chest, arms and legs. Exhale down. Inhale up, squeeze. Exhale down. Inhale up, squeeze. Exhale down. Inhale up, squeeze. Exhale down. This one we're going to stay up. Inhale up, hold. Now pulse with those ankles. Squeeze the bum. Draw the belly button in. Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Bring the hands in line with the chest. Draw the belly button in. Try and lift up as a push-up. Tuck the toes. Lift the bum up and look through those legs. Just stretching out the back of the legs. Bend your right knee. And then left. And push both heels down. And then slowly come down onto all fours. Come round into a seated position. Take the legs into a V as far apart as you can. Lift that right bum cheek, take it back, same with the left. So what we did before with the legs straight, we're going to do the same now with the legs open. So lift up from the hips, walk that ball round and then in. Same on the other side. Walk it round and in and then back way you came. And then back to center. Lift up from the hips, walk the hands forward and hold. If you've got your hands on the ball, push down with those hands. Pulsate for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly uncurl. Pop the ball to the side. Bring that right foot to the left hip, back nice and straight. Any knee issues, you can stay like that, or we can bring that left foot in to the right hip. That's it. And then take that right hand towards the back of the room and turn to face it. Back to center. Take that right foot, rest it on top of that left thigh. You might need to just readjust that bottom leg or keep it out in front. Then rotate to the left. Back to center. Tuck the chin, slide the hands forward. And if, like me, skin on skin is ripping that skin, just readjust. And then walk the hands to the left. Back to center. And uncurl. Uncross the legs. And do the same on the other side. Bring that left foot, right hip, back nice and straight. Pull the knee in and take that left foot to the right hip, nearly forgot, and take that left hand, sorry, towards the back of the room. If you're falling over because you're tying yourself in a knot, don't try it, just give up. And then slowly come back to center. Take the foot, rest it above the knee, let the hip area open up, and bring that right hand towards the back of the room and turn to face it. And then slowly back to center, tuck the chin, slide the hands forward. Walk the hands round to the right. Increasing that stretch in the bum cheek. Slowly come back to center and uncurl. Well done. I know I shouldn't say this, but I'm going to. Squashing your legs in this position isn't a really nice thing to look up close, is it? I should have had leggings on for that. Okay, we're going to come onto our backs. Sorry, just have a quick drink. Right, onto the floor. Let's have knees bent, feet hip distance. Heels in line with the knees in line with those hips. Any neck issues, we can keep use the hands to take the weight to the head. Hands on the floor, deep breath in. Exhale, lift the head, tuck the chin, then peel the shoulders and reach towards the feet. And then inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Squeeze those stomach muscles. Lift and reach. And then lower. Lift and reach. And lower. One more. Lift and reach. And lower. Now we're all going to use the hands to take the weight to the head. Remember, don't pull on that neck, it's just taking the weight. Bring the feet a little bit closer to your bum, lift the heels up off the floor. So you will feel like your pelvis is tilted now, so your back is flatter into the ground. Try and keep that. To keep that, we've got to use our stomach muscles, so pull them into the floor. So we're going to inhale, and as we exhale, lift the head, tuck the chin, and then twist, bringing the right elbow towards the left knee. Inhale back to center and down. Exhale, lift, twist, left elbow, right knee. Back to center and down. Lift, twist, center and down. Lift, twist, back to center and down. We can add on, so we can bring the knee to the elbow this time. So we lift, twist, bringing the knee and the elbow towards each other. Lower, head down. Lift, twist, back to center, head down. Lift, twist, back to center, head down. Last one, lift, twist, back to center, head down. If that is challenging enough for you, or you know when you bring your legs into tabletop, you just tense your legs and your back lifts, stay as you are. If you're okay, let's bring the left leg up into tabletop, right leg to join. So tuck in the tailbone, draw the belly button in. Knees above hips, shins flat. Again, we can lift the head. We bring the knee and the elbow towards each other, keeping the other leg still. Back to center, head down. Lift, twist, back to center, head down. Lift, twist, back to center, head down. One more, lift, twist, back to center, head down. Neck issues, you will continue using the hands to take the weight to the head. Or, if we're all right, we lift the head. Now this time, we bring the knee in and we lengthen the other leg out. If you're using your hands, we switch like so. But if we're able to, let's grab hold of the other knee, pull it in, and then lengthen. Inhale, exhale. Let's keep those hips level. No clunking or clicking of hips. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the knees in, bring the head to the floor. We're going to do the same thing, but we're going to add a twist, okay? But this time you will use the hands to take the weight to the head. So we lift the head, tuck the chin. We'll bring the right elbow to the left knee as we lengthen that right leg. So we twist, inhale back. Exhale, twist, inhale back. Keep it slow, keep it controlled. Squeezing those stomach muscles. Breathe. Again, no clunking or clicking of hips. Pull that stomach in. Those stomach muscles must be burning. If they're not, we are not engaging. So come down, have a little rest, and then join in again. But if we can, let's go for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And relax. Well done. Oh, full body stretch. Reaching away with the arms, reaching away with the legs. Let those ribs lift up. Reach away with the right arm, right leg. Release. Left arm, left leg. Release. Oh. Bend your knees one at a time. Take your hands out to the side, palms facing up. Feet and knees together. Take the knees over to the left as you look down that right arm. Slowly come back to center. Take the knees over to the right as you look down that left arm. Slowly come back to center. One more each side. Back to center and over. And then back to center. We're going to keep the arms out to the side, palms facing up. Now you can stay with this, or we can go into a strength work where we're using the muscles down the side of the body and those abs, okay? So first option, we'll bring that right knee into the chest, we'll keep it in, and then we'll take the knees over to the left hand side. Then we pull the knees in towards the chest as we come back to center, and then switch legs. Left leg in And then take the knees over to the right as you look down that left arm. And then pull the knees in as you come back to center. You can stay like that, or if you want to make it harder, both knees in. But if it pulls on your back, get your feet back on the floor. Take the knees over to the left as you look down that right arm. Deep breath in, and as you exhale, lift, pulling the knees into the chest, and then all the way over to the right. Inhale, exhale, lift. Inhale, exhale, down. Inhale, exhale, lift. Inhale, exhale, down. And then back to center. Next option, okay? So, I'll just demonstrate this way so you can see. So you will straighten your right leg. You'll bring your knees still towards the head. Then we'll inhale as we come over to the left-hand side, looking down that right arm. Pull the stomach in as you pull the knees in towards the chest. Switch legs, and then slowly take the knees over to the other side as you look down that opposite arm. Pull the knees in towards the chest. Switch legs and over. Lift and pull. Switch legs and over. And then back to center. We're going to do 2 more, okay? Last add-on. Legs will be straight, but you have to make sure you pull the feet in towards the head. Deep breath in, and as you exhale, slowly take the knees over to the right-hand side. Inhale, and as you exhale, lift as 1. Slowly lift. Inhale, exhale over to the left. Deep breath in, exhale, lift. And then back to center. Bend the knees and draw a big circle on the ceiling with those kneecaps. Well done. And change direction. And then back to center. Lift the head, tuck the chin. Take both feet up towards the ceiling and pull them towards the head. Flex the feet, toes towards the head, stretching out those calves. And then keeping the feet where they are, bring the head back to the floor. And then slowly bend the knees, bring the feet to the floor and relax. Well done. Right, we're going to do some mobility bridges. So knees bent, hands down by the side. Palms facing up towards the ceiling. Relax the neck, relax the legs. You're going to inhale, and as you exhale, you're going to tilt the pelvis and slowly peel that bum vertebra by vertebra up off the floor. You're going to inhale at the top and then exhale, release vertebra by vertebra back down. Inhale, exhale, tilt and peel. Inhale at the top and then exhale down. Deep breath in, exhale, tilt and peel. Inhale at the top and then exhale down. This next one we're going to stay up. So tilt the pelvis, peel the bum up, hold. Take the hands up towards the ceiling and then to the floor behind. Keep lifting those hips. Draw that belly button in. Breathe. Lift the right heel, then lower. Left heel, lower. And if we're okay, both heels. Stay there. Keep tilting that pelvis. And then slowly drop the heels. And then lift the hands as we release vertebra by vertebra back down into the mat. We're going to come up into a seated position, so whichever way is safest for you. Come up and then round onto all fours. Now we're going to stretch out the front of the legs. So come onto the knees, take the left foot forward. So you've got left heel below left knee, right knee below right hip. So this is going to get you right into the front of the thigh and into that hip. Now just tuck the tailbone, pushing the hip forward. Take the right hand up towards the ceiling. Reach up with the right as you reach down with the left. So you're leaning over to the left hand side and keep pushing that hip forward. If it's pulling on knees, that's a sign that our legs are tight. So we need to stretch them out more. And then slowly come back to center. Bring the hand down. You can stay like that and do that again, especially if you've got knee issues. Or slide that left foot forward and then lunge forward. Pushing the hips forward. And you can bring the hand to the floor. Or hands, sorry. And this will just get you a little bit more into the groin. Not as much into that hip. If we're feeling steady, we can bring the right hand to the floor. Left hand up towards the ceiling. Turn to face it. Slowly come back to center. Lift the hands up. Bring the weight back. Switch legs. Right foot forward. Tuck the tailbone, pushing that left hip forward. Feeling that stretch up the front of the leg. Then take that left hand up towards the ceiling. Reach up and over as you reach down with that right hand. Slowly come back to center, bring the hand down. Again, you can stay like that, or straighten that right leg and lunge forward. Pushing the hip forward. Bring the hands to the floor if you want. Keeping the left hand to the floor. Take the right hand up towards the ceiling. Turn to face it. Slowly come back center, come back up and bring that leg round. Come round onto all fours, so hands below shoulders, knees below hips. Let's do some cats. So we're going to inhale, and as we exhale, tuck the chin, tuck the tailbone, round that back. Inhale, tilt the pelvis, let the tummy sag, eyes forward. Exhale, tuck, tilt and round. Inhale, tilt the pelvis, let the tummy sag, eyes forward. And then slowly come back to center. Right hand onto the back of the head. We're going to inhale, take that right elbow up towards the ceiling. Exhale, bring it down, touching that left arm. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. And exhale down. Back to center. Let's do the same on the left. Left hand on the back of the head. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. One more. Inhale up and exhale down. Sit back on those ankles, arms out in front. Turn the palms up towards the ceiling and you'll just feel that stretch in a slightly different place. And then turn the palms down. Up and down. Up and down. Bring the hands round by the feet, curl up into a little ball. Let the shoulders just come towards the floor, tucking the chin, lifting the chest up towards the ceiling, feeling that stretch through the upper back. Release, slowly uncurl, Come back onto all fours. Tuck the toes, lift the bum. Look through those legs. Bend your right knee as you push your left heel down. And then switch. And push both heels down. Slowly walk either the hands to the feet or the feet to the hands. And then you're going to stay there. You're going to put a good bend in the knees. Take the left hand to the outside of the right foot. Right hand up towards the ceiling. Turn to face it. Straighten that right leg. Oh, that is tight. Slowly come back to center. Same on the other side. Right hand, left foot. Left hand up towards the ceiling. Turn to face it. Straighten that left leg. Slowly come back to center. Look through those legs. Lift the bum. And then slowly, in controlled, uncurl vertebra by vertebra. And we'll do our final checks. So feet should be, but double check that they are hip distance apart. Toes pointing forward, lengthen out the legs, hips forward, shoulders back and down. We're going to take the hands to opposite hips. We're going to reach up and then round and down. And again, cross, reach, round and down. One more. And then we're going to inhale, bring the hands up. Exhale, forward. Inhale, up, stay there. Now squeeze the bum, draw the belly button in. Gentle back bend, pushing the hips forward. Slowly come up. Bring the arms round and down. One more without the back bend. Inhale, up. Exhale, forward. Inhale, up. And exhale, round and down.